How's it going, YouTube? It's me, the Cool Loser, and today's video is going to be on What's on My Phone 2015 edition. So let's do it to it. Now, before I get started, I'd like to say that this might be a long video because I'm of course going to explain around 50 or more applications that I must have on my phone. And just before that, I'm going to tell you that I'm running on a custom ROM called Liquid Smooth, just in case you're asking why it looks a little bit different with animations or whatever else might be popping up. But I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as I can because I have reviewed all of the applications that I have, and you'll find them in the previous videos of mine. But I'm just going to go down my drawer list and I'll explain a few things and I'll go inside of them and I'll give you the brief of it. And so here is What's on My Phone 2015 edition. Starting from the top, we have 500 Firepaper. Now what this application is a live wallpaper. You can change the categories of what you would like to see when you do this type of gesture. 3 fingers is what's going to make it change with the background, and the backgrounds are beautiful. I mean, these are what's popular. It's not the same boring wallpaper. You get something new every time. Next, we have AllCast. AllCast is an application to stream whatever you have on your phone over to your Chromecast, to your Xbox One, to another DLNA server. So you'll be able to stream your gallery, your audio, your recents, wallpapers, your Twitch, media servers, Google+, what's on your Google Drive, and movies. Whatever that you needed to, stream over, you can do it through here. Next, we have Androidify. Now, the reason why I keep this application is because you can alter and make new avatars. Very easy to customize. Lots of clothing that you can choose from. Have you guys seen my avatar that I've made a long time ago? And you can also make these as your live wallpaper and send them as GIFs to social networks. And here next we have an old version of auto reply. This application auto replies to incoming text messages when you know you're not going to be around your phone, so that you can message someone right away. And you'll see this is the exact message that will be sent to them. Whenever I get a text message, if you miss a call, it'll text them this automatically, let them know why you missed their call. Luckily, I always keep a backup of my old application, so if I ever want to revert back. Here next we have Bitmoji, based off of Bitstrips, which you can make quick little emojis with your face avatar that you created on Bitstrips. Send that to any of my social networks. I always like to respond with a lot of emojis. And then we have the Bitstrips. This is the actual application which has all your features to change and alter its clothing, and see that there's comics, which will actually allow you to see. Let's click on awesome, and you see there's 81 scenes, and in the scenes they have something different that you could always add a bubble to it. So once I'm done, face it that way. Change the face, so right now it looks happy. I can make it look angry. Next we have Bank of America. I don't need to get into that because it has value information in there that you guys don't need to see, especially how low my balance is and how much I owe on my credit card. And BusyBox has to do stuff with routing that required for this ROM that I'm running. CALCU is just a calculator replacement to your stock one that you have. You might like this one a lot better. It has gestures where you can see the history, drag up, and we got other things there. We have a settings menu, change the themes. Then we have calendar. This is the stock one that comes with your calendar, so you can see. I love how it looks when you drag through your stuff. Then I can click on there, and so you can jump right into certain different time events. We have the camera app. It's actually downloaded on the PlayStore, which we got our photo speaker, panorama, lens blur, camera, and the video. A lot easier to switch than what it used to be. We got the HDR mode. You got your grid, your timer, and switching the camera to the front. Take a picture. That's a scary picture. But then we got the Chrome browser. Everyone knows. For me, it's really smooth. You got your tabs there. It's still pretty good. Then we have Chromecast. Made a whole video dedicated to Chromecast, and the video that I made for it. I love Chromecast. I use it all the time. You can play games off of it. You can stream everything from AllCast to your Chromecast. Watch my video so you can see exactly what you can do. And then we have Clock, which is the stock clock, 5.0 Lollipop. And here we have Color Touch. Pretty easy to use. Turns it into a black and white picture. Exactly how I sit, what I'm sitting on right now. I haven't had a chair for a long time, and I'm working on trying to get a new chair. Maybe I'll review that too. You see, as I start, it's coloring only the area that I want. Refine it and do a lot better than what I'm doing. Next we have Contacts, which comes with the Lollipop version. This is how you get to see it. And then we got Device Manager. Now this is an application that you must have. As you see, there's an Asus Nexus 7. It's gonna look for it. Let's say I'm like far away and I've lost, and my Nexus 7 is literally right there. I could ring, I could lock, I can erase my tablet in case, you know, I can't recover it. And I could also go into where my Nexus 5 is, and it's gonna search for it and it's gonna tell me, as you see there, it says just now in your hand. If you log into the guest mode, you can log in with their information so they can track their phones. Next to it, we got downloads. Everything you download off the browser. Then we got Drive. I use Drive all the time. I save all of my templates for when I edit videos in case my computer fails. I got hookups where I hook up all my friends with goodies that they can download. I have this folder shared, my backups, APK files. It's just like a hard drive, but on the cloud, and it stores all of your stuff across multiple devices on iOS, Windows. Instead of having everything on your phone, you can store stuff here. And then we have email, which comes with regular email. I mean, I don't really need to go into it, but it's just email. Where your email goes, I don't need to explain that. And then we got fast AppSharer. I've used this for so long, back in my Nexus 1 days. It's the way of me uninstalling or sharing certain applications in bulk. File manager I use is by Cheetah or whatever. It's quick and easy. It categorizes everything. To go back to what it used to look like, just click on here and you got all your stuff. If you know what to do, you can, you know, alter and fix and delete or move files around. Gmail, everybody knows Gmail. I'm not gonna go into it. Google, everyone knows Google. Google settings, I'm not gonna go into that. Google Plus, everyone knows that. Groopic. So I'm gonna take a picture right here. So I just took that picture, and if you look closely, you see that it still stays like stenciled in. That is so that I could move someone. You want to line it up to what it used to be, nap that picture, and it'll merge the photos together. Try better alignment next time. So the alignment kind of sucked. Now it looks like I have two guys there, which I could have aligned it better. Next we have Hangouts. Everybody knows about Hangouts. If you don't, I'm just gonna click on it just in case. I communicate mostly through instant messaging rather than SMS. You can video chat with up to like 16 people, I think. You can phone call through them, and you can change individual settings. Click on here, you can share your location. Here's Horizon. Everyone should be recording in landscape mode because you can see it full screen on your devices, on your TV. But since it's easier to hold this way, now when I press record here, it's actually recording in this landscape mode, but it does zoom in. But as soon as I get back into this mode, you see that the display recording is a lot bigger. That's one certain mode, but I can always be in landscape mode no matter how I rotate my phone. I'm doing a horrible shaky job on it, but you will see that it keeps it in wide angle. It should be a stock feature on all cameras. I hope Google picks it up. Instagram. I don't really post too much. You see I've only posted around 210 in like 2 something years. I post stuff about my daily life, tech, random things I want to show off, my apps and upgrades that I do across, you know, my Instagram. So if you ever want to follow me, it's definitely here. I posted something there, and that's gonna be a video that I'm gonna work on coming soon. Google Keep. I don't use any other note service. I use this one because it integrates with all my Google accounts. You can post reminders, archives, check your trash bin, you know, see the same thing you posted, and I just like the way it looks a lot better. You can also leave yourself voice notes. Not only does it record, types out for you, you can play it back. Kings and Dragons is a game that I'm going to be reviewing individually sometime this week. I'm actually being sponsored by it, so I'm going to be doing an individual review for it. Then we got manual camera, lollipop devices, which allows you to alter the, you know, the EV setting. I did a video on it. It's like, I think 2-3 videos back for my top 10 apps of the week, but you got lots of settings in here. Next we have Google Maps, which I'm pretty sure we have all used by now. And then we have Minima live wallpaper. This is a really good looking live wallpaper. I bought the pro version, but the free ones are still really great to use. Set the wallpaper. It moves with your gestures, as you see, closer, and it gets further apart. So you get little tiny movements like that in your live wallpaper. MP3 music downloader. There's thousands of them on the Play Store that get removed all the time. So I can't really tell you which one to use. I just use one called MP3 music downloader. I'm not gonna go into it, but since you see it, I'm just explaining about it. And then we have MX Player. I use MX Player for all my video playback on my device. Brightens up everything to the settings that I want. You could fast forward, rewind, turn up the brightness, turn down the brightness, and the volume down. and volume up. So a lot of good controls, and it has lots of codecs to support lots of different video files. And here we have news and weather, Google's application that they've made so much better now. I love using it. I got technology, we got the science, spotlight, add topic. Going down the list, you can tap on here and it shows you what else you can click on. It shows you your weather information there through weather.com. Next we have My Gif. GIFs or GIFs. It depends what time of day or the month that I call it differently. Sometimes it's GIFs or GIFs, but you'll find a lot of things there. You can rate them, and you'll have to spend a lot of time just playing around with all this stuff. You can save them and share them. Then we got the phone, which I don't really need to get into, but I'll be able to show you what the Lollipop version looks like. Add your favorites, your recents, your contacts, and your dialer pops up like this. Then we got Google Photos, which uses Picasa. This is like my go-to folder because it syncs through all my devices. So if I ever delete the photos or lose my phone, they're all backed up on the cloud, and they're always private until you choose to allow them to be non-private. Here we got PicsArt, which I've been using for so long. It's like its own little social network in here. I want to use it to make collages, draw, or change effects, like different square collages and draw and stuff. So that's what's really good about this, and that's how I made this one. And here we have Play Games. You get to see your level ups, all the games that you have right now, and stats that you've completed. All my games I installed. Google Play Music, where you can store up to 20,000 songs on here. I made a video on that as well. Oh, and I realized over here I missed After Fast AppSharer. It's my fantasy basketball. Played through ESPN and you like basketball for my first year that I ever played it. I'm really horrible at it. I didn't really need to like review it anyways, but just telling you that this is what I'm running. The Google Play Store. Oh, this is where you download apps and games and search. Obviously, everyone knows about that. Then we got Pop Messenger, which I have already a message up here. Kind of like a Snapchat, but much better in my opinion. I mean, they've done a lot of upgrades. It goes back like far. You can add your own pictures, do videos, search through all your photos, search for backdrops, cute GIFs, sexy quotes, and then you got music to send while you're sending something. And then we got Progressive, which I use for my motorcycle and car insurance. And then we got RAUR TCL radio, which is the Cool Loser radio, which I wanted to do like a little talk show on this application. It's live recording. You could also listen in hours or days or weeks from now. You can heart it, you could comment while I'm recording. Remote desktop control. This will allow me to control my computer when I'm away from my house. I can be all the way in like Hawaii. Made a video on it. I can totally, control my computer when I'm not even by my computer. Replica Island is just an Android game. Reinstalled this again. This is back then when Android was like kicking off to be way popular. So it is an old game and it has lots of levels and it does get challenging and hard. And here we have Google Opinion Rewards. And what this does is actually pay you for doing surveys. All depends on what surveys and what your answers are and where you shop. My reward history, you can see all the money that I've made there. But it's not like you're gonna get rich and make a lot of money. As you see, sometimes 18 cents, 24 cents. And here we have ROM Manager. This is what I use to make backups of a whole entire phone. I do new recovery setups and install ROMs. But this is what I use to, install custom ROMs. Next to it we have Scanner Radio. You can choose a whole bunch of top 50 scanners or nearby scanners. But you're actually listening to the Washington County Sheriff, a live radio happening like right now. This has 480 people on there. And you can just turn off your device. And you're still gonna get background to listen to. And I'm gonna take a quick break. It's 4:40 right now. Gotta recharge my camera because it's about to die. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I didn't really take a break. I just took a break of recording and talking. But I kept editing what I had recorded previously while I charged. Anyways, here next we have Screen Capture Recorder. Rooted people only. I forgot to mention that ROM Manager is for rooted people as well. I've always been stingy and never telling people how I do the screen recording. But here you are. This is how I've always done it because I didn't want people trying to take my reign and becoming better than what I do. But anyways, all the settings are there. If I'm ready, all I gotta do is press this and it's recording right now this very moment. To stop it, we just go up here, tap on that. Oh, there we go. It's still there and it's really smooth still, depending how fast your processor and what you're running. The settings is just a quick way to get into your settings of the phone. Now, Showbox is an application that I use to watch movies and shows. If you decide to check out this application, which is not available on the Play Store, do not expose this application. They will shut it down, and for good reasons. So let's keep this on the hush hush. Speaking of Shush, this application will actually turn all your sounds off when your phone is on display. If I turn my device off right now, all sounds are going to be coming in. When I turn it back on, it's still on where I can hear sound, but as soon as I get to unlocking, it goes back to vibrate. So whenever I'm looking at my phone, reading, watching videos, or texting, I'm not going to hear the annoying sounds come in. So instead, I just hear it vibrate. And here next, we have Smart Voice Recorder. I've had this voice recorder for a long time, and I like it because it'll skip over silence. Right now, it's recording everything that I'm saying. And if I wanted to skip silence, it'll stop recording once I put it on silent. Here we have Snapchat. If you haven't heard of Snapchat, it's where you can create quick snaps or videos like this that I'm making here. So it records up to like 12 seconds, and it does have audio. You can put it on your story or choose the people that you want to send it to. I don't like mass sending them to everyone. Don't do that. Don't be that person. If you want everyone, all your friends to see, put it on your story. Share this video. You can tap up here. You could actually rotate them, draw on your face. So that's Snapchat if you want to follow me. Next we have the stock sound recorder. I left it on because I just wanted to keep it so when I did like a ROM review. And then we have speakerphone. I absolutely love this. This is a have to have for me. Whenever you get calls, make a call to my voicemail. On my voicemail, I did not press the speakerphone. Did I? No, I didn't. So if I brought it to my ear, it's gonna go back into the earpiece, and when I pull it away from my face, it's gonna go into speaker mode. Absolutely love that amazing app. And next we have the speed test. This is how I do all my speed testing. Here are my results. My home internet, February 24th, I got 1528 down of megabits. On my T-Mobile service, I get 32 here at home. Okay, it's on LTE. Let me begin the test, and we're gonna see what my LTE connection is here in the corner of my room. On my bed, it actually goes to like 32. So it depends on what corners or sections of the house gets better reception. And here we have YouTube Creator Studio. For YouTubers, this is perfect to manage and see your progress on all your channel stats. You can see your comments in here. Go to your other channels. When you click inside of it, you can see real-time stats and estimated money you've made. I haven't made anything off that video, so people think that I'm some kind of rich guy because I make YouTube videos, which is not true. I can reply and comment through here. A lot of these bubbles are here already read through my Gmail. And then we have SwiftKey Keyboard. I love this keyboard because I could text really fast or fat. I don't have to lift the finger. I can hold on to here and change it to the thumb keyboard. Hold on to there again. Do the compact. Move it to undock. I can actually pick it up here and start texting from up there. Resize it. If it's too big, you can make it smaller or even bigger. You got lots of settings. Advanced layout changes to customize the feedback. You get quite a bit of themes on here, and it's really easy to change. Go back there and it's like that. And then here we have this thing that came with the ROM, which is called Psychopath. I haven't even really messed around with it for rooted users anyway. And then we have Textra. This is the layout. You can check your time. You can long press on it, and you can see you can delete, you can copy. You got more settings there. Click on the plus sign, and you can see your pictures really quickly. Take pictures very quickly. Schedule text. Add contacts real quick. And then you have emotions where you could add, which actually send as like little GIFs there. It's a very fast application. The customized look, theme color, you can do that red. Press accept. That's the type of look that you can get. And here we have a rooted app called Titanium Backup because it backs up all the apps that I want and need. And that's how I bring back old applications through this. For example, I want to back up the Color Touch. I click on it, I press backup. It's gonna back it up very quickly, and that's done. So if I click back into it, there's a restore or delete. And then we got Google Translate. I just reviewed this on my last application where you can speak and it'll translate to whatever language you would like to do. Hey, how are you doing? Fly grip one-handed solution, and we go into, and it changes it live to whatever language so you can read it in. I gotta take another pause. My camera wasn't charged enough, and I'll edit some more, and I'll be right back. And so I'm back at 7:20 p.m. You can see how long it takes to make these videos. I had to charge my camera in between edits because my camera doesn't last very long. It has a small battery. Hit that thumbs up button so I can feel appreciated, and that way I know it's worth doing these. I mean, if you want to, but it definitely helps. It keeps me motivated when I see those happy likes. Okay, so where was I? I was on Tweedle, my go-to way of researching and looking through all my tweets. I like it because I can put them in sections really quickly. You see it's a dark, you can change the theme to different colors. This is when everyone, mentions me or tries to communicate or likes my videos. I get to see who they are. Retweets, Android tech, I have categories of what I like to follow. We got my peeps where I follow you guys, and then we got cool fans that I like to follow. And then we got famous people that I follow, and then sexy time. Ooh. And here we have Twitch. I have Twitch installed, although I do not use it entirely yet. I'm trying to get settled into a gaming sessions stream what I play, and people can tune in and play with me. You could also follow me on Xbox One and game with me at The Cool Loser as well. I have a few people here that I follow. Snickle Fritz actually going live right now. Let's see if I can watch him play. Here's the chat room, and I'll say, playing Advanced Warfare, and I think he's on PS4, and he also has Xbox One, but I only have an Xbox One. A way of you guys being interactive when I start gaming. And to the last page, we see Twitter. I think everyone knows how to use Twitter. I only use this because I like posting through the official Twitter. Quickly post the pictures that you take on there. It shortens links a little bit better. I don't like that you can't just go into your tabs. The only real way you could do it is if you go into your lists, and then you could go jumping into them this way, which sucks doing it that way. And that's why I don't look through Twitter. I only post through the official Twitter, especially since Vine, and you can make videos on Twitter now, and it manages your photos here that you can look through. And we got Google Wallet. Yes, I actually use Google Wallet. Has been around for so long. You've been able to pay with your phone for like the last 3 years. I ordered a wallet card, which is for free. I'm curious to see what that is, and I'll make a video about that. Add any loyalty programs. I added all my AutoZone, my Best Buy, Mart, Zenitopia, Kohl's card, Red Robin, Regal Cinemas, Home Depot. I got my credit card, and I got my checking. Google Wallet's pretty sweet. And then we have Watch Beep. That is one of my most longest applications I've had as well. I will never get rid of it. Beep every hour, or you can do every half hour. You can select the sound. You can make it not beep between certain hours, but mine is just regular, watch beep, which it goes beep beep. I'm sure you heard it. I did not install Zedge, only because I just installed this ROM. Deserves to be on my phone, and I'll let that download and do its thing. So next up we have Winamp. I can play through Shoutcast. I use the internet radio that are very worth it. So you got your own player, artists and albums, and just different type of look there. Then we got WP Clock. This is also an old application that I used to run, and you can go in here and choose your live wallpaper. I wanted to bring it back and like bring you old good times like we used to have, where, and obviously you can see the cutoffs there. You can change it, add backgrounds, move things around, battery, the network, and I really like the way it looks of this, so I'm gonna set as my wallpaper. And I go home, and as you see there, if I move this out the way, and it doesn't really drain battery at all. And then we have Xbox One SmartGlass. I use Xbox SmartGlass almost every night because I don't have to touch my controller. I use it to launch all my apps, to search for apps, go through Hulu, to turn on, to turn off, volume up, volume down. I use it all. But you have this application where you will connect to your Xbox. Xbox is off right now, but it would be right here. This is another Xbox. And right now they're watching TV, my roommates. I could move and left and right and directional pad in there. There's back and what. So you see anything I touch on here, it's just like your remote control. And I really love that. On top of that, you see that you got messages here. You can check and respond. And here we have XDA-Developers. This is a good application to read forums about your phone, discussions, hardware hacking, custom ROM. There's a lot of things that you will learn on what rooting, hacking, what works, what doesn't, what app. I mean, lots of things here that you can discover. And then here we have Yelp. I reviewed it a long time ago. Wherever you're at, or you go your nearby, your bookmarks, check-ins, you go check your friends what they're doing, or read reviews. Yelp is actually very important for businesses by you giving ratings. And then we have YouTube. I do not need to explain how YouTube works. You can support me, some donations to continue with my new computer that I want to build, or new apps or new stuff that you guys want me to check out. No one's ever supported me just yet as far as money goes from my fans, but it's okay. Zedge, what you do is download wallpapers, live wallpaper, ringtones, notifications, and look for popular games that they recommend as well. I love this Zedge for notifications and ringtones. I love how quick and easy it is. You can download that to be your alarm, your text message, whatever you want to use it for. I definitely recommend Zedge if you've never heard, or you need to try it again. And that's it, guys. It's taken me over 3 hours just to get through these applications with video recording and editing in between the charges. I think I started around 3 something and it's 7:41 right now. I'm getting some tweets, and this guy liked my Instagram photo, 69 likes. Dirty girl. So there you have it. This is what's on my phone 2015 edition. Yes, I don't have lots of the applications I've reviewed that I said I favored on. That's because my ROM actually comes with tweaks, shortcuts there. I mean, there's a lot of shortcuts that allows me to, take away certain applications. And again, I want to start a little fresh again, even though the other apps were really good, but I've been able to manage away from them for now. And that's why you see what I just got here today. I'll do a ROM review, a liquid smooth ROM as well. Those of you guys who are curious about how it runs on 5.0 Lollipop. Okay, I am done. Don't forget to share this video, like it, because it's gonna take a long time to edit anyways. Until next time, love you guys, keep supporting me, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Later.